Okay guys, to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on here on this Monday afternoon, I guess. So we have quite a few things on the go, so we will, well, we'll just get right to it. Let's just show you what the fuck's going on. Okay. So, Brandon's little Chevy pickup we're working on, or I should say big Chevy pickup. It's kind of up on the hoist there a little bit so you can barely see this, but he decided to go like a gator guard inside the box. Now his original plan, because he's got the gas tank back in here, the fuel cell, he's got all his air, his compressor for his air, which is right over here. We'll show you. You know, you've got the little compressor unit going on here. You've got the tank that's right over there. You got the tank to hold the air. All that's in the back of the truck. Now Brandon, what he wanted to do was he wanted to have built a flush mount. So basically flush mount with the lip of the box coming across cover. He didn't want a cover that sits on top. But for now, because he's anxious and he wants to drive the truck, he said, you know what the hell, if you look back in some of the videos, when he did the truck, he never did have inside the box painted. Now, we never did the paint job on this truck or bodywork, just so you guys know. So it was kind of beat up and rough in there, and he said, you know what, let's just gator guard her. Gator guard it, or whatever you guys want to call it, you know, box liner, we'll say that. So anyway, I sprayed the box liner on there, and you can see it's drying up really well, and it just cleans it up. It cleans it up. Now, I personally am not a huge fan of box liner because I just think it's a nightmare if you ever have to get in there and do any kind of welding or repairs to it. But it does hide a lot of bad stuff. So it's a good answer for that. And for Brandon later on in life, what he is going to do is he is going to build a proper cover for the top of the box, like I was explaining to you there, and paint it the color the truck is. So it really won't matter that he's got the box liner in there. I mean, you know, he's got his fuel cell and all his air stuff in there, so that's pretty cool. Now what we got going here, what Darren did was normally, let's lift this up. I don't believe he took it off of there yet. Normally you have your solenoids, and they mount, depending what kit you get, they mount all over the place. So what Darren did, get her up in the air, make sure you always put your hoist down on the locks, people. Anyway, what Darren did was he made a nice plate up, you can see, a nice plate. He's mounted, secured it to underneath the truck, and he's just got the whole bank of solenoid unit, he's hid it underneath the truck there. And now he's still got to sort these lines out, run them, but instead of having all this stuff, these lines everywhere up underneath the box, looking like an eyesore, because let's face it, you know, that's not the prettiest thing in the world. It's hidden underneath, so what a great idea we got going on there. And it's just more accessible too, you know, the lines will go to each airbag they'll run to. It's hidden, it's out of the way, it looks good, looks awesome. There we go. So that's what's going on with Brandon's truck at the moment. Now our little Mustang, we're working away, the quarter panel is fully welded on now. And that's it. And now we will get in here and we'll start cutting away on the other quarter panel, and we'll see what goes on there. You know, our door, now the striker's not on the door, so I mean the door is not perfectly 100% lined up, but it's pretty damn close. As you can see here, now this is level. If you went on the other side, it was just way out of whack. And you know what, we got our if you look here, I don't know if you can see this, like this door still needs some alignment. We lined it up really good to put the quarter on, but the body lines are all lining up nicely, so all we got to do now is play a little bit with the door gap, but even the door gap is looking pretty damn even and looking good. So we're all good there. You know, it's welded in here, spot welded like it should be. It's not riveted like it was before. You know, I did all the spot welds up inside the window frame where it should be. You know, I don't know if you can see this, but you probably can't. I did all the spot welds up inside the wheel wells. You know, I just did them all properly. I did them down below on the lip underneath the quarter. I did them all there. You know, they come right up. They wrap right up. They come right up into around where the taillight extension housing piece covers it. It's just all done like it should be. So next we will be going on to this horrible side, which you remember with all the Bondo. We're going to be cutting that out here right now. So there we go. That's what's going on. And you can even see this door is lined up. We had it lined up with the front fender. Look at how the body line is way out of line. It's just dropped. Look at the quarter panel is way higher than the door because like we said before, it's built up with Bondo and they just overlapped it right over the original. So that's what's going on with the Mustang. And then we come into this bay, and as you remember, oh, let me just shut this music down real quick. Let me keep talking so YouTube doesn't say they can hear the music. There we go, shut her off. Anyway, there we go. Dr. Dave is working away here on Bruce's little Model A to 31. He's, you can see, as you can already see, he's sanding it. He sprayed it with the guide coat. You know, I've explained guide coat to you before. You sand it and it shows, you know, anywhere when you're sanding, if it's a flat, any kind of surface, flat, round, whatever, but when you're sanding, if there's a low spot, you'll know because the guide coat will still be there. It won't disappear. So guide coat is a wonderful thing for that. It comes in different products. You can either get it in a rattle can, and that is how it sprays out. It looks all blotchy like that. Either get it in a rattle can like that, guide coat, or, where's my other guide coat? Or, we also use this stuff, and it's a powder. It's a powder guide coat, and it goes a lot further actually than the spray bombs. So it costs a little more money, but it's a better product, I think. So anyway, Dave has started. You can see you can sort of see. So you can see right here. See where all the guide coat is? He's working across the visor. Then there's none. There's none. So he's working on everything there, and we will show you the color. Okay, you guys all ready? You all ready for Bruce's color? Okay, we're going to show you the color. I set this stuff out in the sun so you guys could take a look at this and tell me what you think. Now imagine it. Black firewall, black frame, nice blacked up Hemi. You saw the Hemi in the latest video there. Those fancy piston air cleaners. And he's got some chrome going on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And here we go. Look at this. What do you think of that, people? There's his doors. Got them all painted up. There's his grill shell. Let's zoom in on that. He's running the 32 grill shell. I'm going to zoom right in close so you just get the shine on that. Look at the sun just reflecting off of that. Doesn't that look beautiful? There's the deck lid down on the ground. Look at that. You can see everything in that. Look what you can see there. Can you see my ladder? Look, there's my ladder over there. Look at the reflection in there. I mean, God, can you... It's just like... Did that turn out nice or what? Look at Bruce's doors. Just absolutely stunning. You know, and then when you go in the shade, if you see here, see how it goes in the shade? Bruce likes colors that look almost black at night. Well, look at the shade there. How it looks almost black down below. But look at the brilliantness. Look at that color. Just, there you go, people. There you are. Let me get in here. And no, none of this is wet sanded or polished. This is painted. This is done, painted. And the paint is like 2 days old. What are we on today? I said it was Monday, didn't I? Yeah, Friday. So there we go. We got 3-day-old paint there. That's just absolutely, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? You know, none of it is wet sanded, none of it is polished. That is just how the paint jobs come out here at Old Time Garage. That is just how they come out. Look at the bottom of that grill shell. So anyway, enough of that. Enough of Bruce's stuff. Enough of all that, because I got to get to work. Because Dr. Dave is not here today. Dr. Dave is not here and Darren is not here. And I got to get some work done. Or Dave's going to give me shit tomorrow. So anyway, remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. So see you later. Big thumbs up.